One thing about my phone, I don't know why, but while I'm recording, unless I'm like live or something, it won't let me turn these it won't let me turn this camera around. I wanted to make this video real quick. Well, may not be that quick because I'm gonna take my time as I climb this hill. Plus, I gotta be brushing my back off and all of that because I got my shirt off. I feel bugs trying to bite your boy, and I ain't got on no bug spray. So let me do something. Hold up. I ain't got on no bug spray, so that ain't smart. Be all bit up by the time I get to the top of the yada. You know? Be all bit up by the time I get to the yada. And then everybody be asking me, well, why would I? You know? I don't have time for it. So I'm gonna just go up here like this, get back on video, turn it around. Got the hat on for the heat. Let's get it. So this video would be, if I had to title this video, and I will, I'm sure I will title this video, When Mama Cry, yo. Just grab my towel. When Mama Cry. Now, throughout this journey of life, we've all heard our mothers cry, right? I just had one of my younger cousins lose his mom. Another cousin, mom is, and that's something the family got to get together on, because I don't know if she quite passed away yet, but I know she's in a coma and something of that sense. It's not good, I'll just put it that way. And there was rumors going around, but that's just family business. That's how things go, you know, when you're just concerned. You know, you hear things wrong, you get, you know, or you hear it right, and then maybe that's not the case, you know. But I would name this video When Mama Cry, because I noticed that in church and in most events, when my mother cried, when I heard her cry, or when I saw my mother cry, it was a different type of pain, the kind of pain that I just couldn't understand. Even my dad taught me not to cry when I was younger, but when we finally, something happened to where he just called me in tears. And we both broke down together. I'd never heard a person cry so hard in my life. So, when mama cry, when daddy cry, when your parents cry, have you ever noticed how different that pain is? Their journey is a little bit different. I don't know if it's because it was closer to like a slavery mentality or or those days where that kind of that kind of hate was much more rapid, much more popular, much more still like it's here now. But my dad used to tell me that on the way home, he would get home and the so-called white kids would be spitting on him, spitting in his natural, spitting in his hair. So their pain, their family structure pain, the way the homes were broken up, and the way the opportunities went, even way back then when you had those Tulsa, Oklahoma, society setups, systematic setups. You had all of that stuff going on. So I can see why their pain is a little bit different. My godpop lived in Georgia. He told me about some of the things that he experienced. Unbelievable hate for no reason at all. See, a lot of people. Let me say this too. When mama cry, right? This is when mama cry. But this is all stemming up. I'm gonna just use my intelligence and just go around, beat around the bush a little bit. You got your Steve Harveys. I like that dude. Any man that can cry, can still cry, means he still got a heart for something, for people, for life. He tell his story. But a lot of people, and let me clarify this. A lot of people say that life is so hard, right? Life is hard. And I understand what they're saying. But you might as well pinpoint a group of people when you say that, because I know some people who don't have a fucking clue of what you're talking about when it comes to finances. They college tuition was paid for before they were even born. They don't know what you're talking. They don't know the kind of hard that you're shoving out to these other people. It's just lack of opportunity. Trust me, man. Everybody don't live no hard life. I'm talking about the people that really got some real stuff. Like, who you think all these corporation people and all their kids and for generation after generation is having a hard life? No, you just didn't get a fair shot. And that's what he mean by life ain't fair. All of these car dealerships, all of these big buildings, who you guys think own all this stuff? So life can be hard for certain people, but it's not hard for everybody. But I think people forget to tell you that. Like, dude, come on, man. Life ain't hard for everybody. Quit that. Stop that. Because it's not. Now, you may put yourself in difficult situations because you got money. It all depends on how you was raised and if you allow love to take over your situation. If you allow love to manifest and then you walked a cleaner slate, you didn't get involved in drugs and get, an overdose and got super depressed. I mean, yeah, all of that can happen. But there's help. There is help. Especially when you got the money to pay for it. There's help. Right? But when mama cry and when daddy cry, they cry is a little bit different, bro. And that's what I wanted. When my mother cried, dude, I either got to go embrace her or I got to walk away, because her pain is something that I just don't understand. That's how deep it runs. That's how deep it runs. I don't know how long. Got 10 minutes on this video. Let me see. That's how deep the pain runs, bro. That's how deep it runs. It runs deep. From my experience, there will be days to make you wonder if it's even worth living life another day. But it's just a wonder, it's just a thought, right? It's just a thought. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up on YouTube. Out of 100% of the suicide pandemic, 97% Caucasian is what they said, 2% Hispanic, and 1% Black. Does that make anybody better than anybody? No. It just means that for some reason, more Caucasian people are killing themselves. And there's many ways to wonder and figure out, if you choose to, that trickery. See, we all just human beings, and we can paint pedestals, or we can build pedestals inside of our mind. We can build titles within our atmosphere, within our experience through this human body. I'm the boss, I'm a CEO. But I don't know a CEO who did it all by themselves, so we still all in service to each other, right? I don't know nobody who got here by themselves. I don't know nobody who built an empire by themselves and worked every position by themselves. It's nearly impossible. But I think we ignore the fact, because it is a fact. I think we ignore the fact that we are all in service to one another, no matter the title. No matter the title. So when mama cries, she's crying for her sons. She's crying because she knows how much hate different races of people have for each other, right? And so as she releases her kids out, my mother still worry about us, bro. As she releases her kids, and her sons especially, because they'll put, like they said, they'll put them daughters out there first. But because they know the hate that the Afro male gets for some particular reason. Nobody, hate ain't never been figured. Life is to be enjoyed, not just figured out. But nobody can figure out hate. Hate is tricky. I came here straight from the bed today. I was laying in there, I kind of got a cramp. I still feel it. But it's all good. It's all good. When mama cry, yo, it's different. And these are all mothers of all nationalities. Pop said, don't cry, because I guess you can't, as a man, you'll be taken as weak if you just go around crying about everything. They was pushing more of, do something about it. You know? When mama cry for you, or when mama cry behind her own pain, situation, and circumstance, have you ever noticed how it's quite different? I was on my way up here, and for some reason, just silent tears just start. It was thoughts, reminiscing, right? Just silent tears started to just roll out my face. I'm like, okay, all right. All right, let's release then. Let's release that. Because I'm releasing right now. I'm releasing tears right now. Almost to that top. So, I may do a part 2 to this one, or I may not. But y'all read between the lines. Y'all know that when y'all mama cry, it's different. You know? The pain is different. I should have went live with this one, but then I can't put it on Facebook, so I got to figure out how to do that. Right now, I'm just not. I'm putting it where it belongs, you know? One day, I'm sure I'll get all into that good stuff. But right now, the right people will hear it, where it's going. And thank all y'all for subscribing to the channel. Hit that bell notification, because I noticed that my videos be all over the place. And I got people that watch them, so, you know. Yeah, this one. Got this one last little piece of heel to do. So anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. But just remember this. When mama cry. When mama cry, man. And pop. We'll make that pop video too, because that one's deep too. But when mama cry, it ain't no joke. It is not a joke, man. And it's almost unbearable to stand, you know? It's almost unbearable to witness it. You know? When mama cry, man. Anyway, God bless you guys. Keep your heads up.